number 5. Wiktor Stankiewicz, number 6. Bartosz Szymański, number 9. Kacper Jaszewski, number 10. Cezary Banaszek, number 13. Karol Szymański, number 14. Paweł Król, number 8. This is the offensive formation. Defensive formation. Defensive lineman. Number 56, Piotr Piórkowski. Number 78, Roman Odyniec-Dobrowolski. Number 85, Marcin Piekarz. Number 88, Piotr Stępień. Number 93, Łukasz Berbeć. Defensive backs. Number 7, Christian Paul Adorno. Number 19, Karol Wesołowski. Number 21, Hubert Morka. Number 23, Mateusz Lubański. Number 28, Jakub Kowalkowski. Number 40, Michał Mroczek. Number 45, Tomasz Iwański. Number 59, Bartosz Rojek. Linebackers. Hubert Deptuła, number 22. Daniel Kanownik, number 41. Krzysztof Kania, number 42. Jarosław Rzemek, number 44. Damian Borkowski, number 51. Bartłomiej Oleksiak, number 52. And Łukasz Rylski, number 57.
All right. Those are the starters for the Rhinos. And now we're just about ready for the kickoff. You can see the Wilki in their red and black uniforms. The captains are going to go out, and they're going to have a flip of the coin to decide which team gets to have the choice. Their choice is to receive the kickoff or to kick off, but most of the time teams don't choose that. They choose to defer. Defer means to wait till the second half. And now for the Wilki, the starters of the offensive formation.
Okay, offensive formation for Wilki. Quarterbacks. Number 12, Damian Waszczyk. Number 43, Damian Podczaski. Number 7, Tomasz Kuczka. Running backs. Number 22, Dariusz Grzybowski. Number 32, Rafał Zapart. Offensive linemen. Number 77, Piotr Gąsior. Number 71, Tomasz Tybura. Number 73, Paweł Bednarek. Number 72, Łukasz Ciechomski. Number 59, Bartłomiej Knap. Number 66, Dariusz Grzanka. Number 64, Kamil Druszcz. Receivers. Number 81, Łukasz Grzechnik. Number 21, Marek Kuszczyński. Number 5, Tomasz Kowalczyk. Number 14, Przemysław Kijas. Number 43, Damian Podczaski. Number 84, Michał Łuczkiewicz. Number 85, Wojciech Krawczyk. Number 89, Marcin Kamiński. Number 7, Tomasz Kuczka. Number 87, Daniel Midzierski. Defensive formation for Wilki. Defensive lineman. Number 4, Mariusz Będkowski. Number 28, Michał Będkowski. Number 86, Rafał Błoński. Number 90, Mateusz Zakrzewski. Number 60, Marcin Kostrzewa. Number 92, Jerzy Kubasiewicz. Number 80, Jacek Kolasa. Number 75, Przemek Rogaczewski. Number 79, Łukasz Żuchowski. Number 61, Kamil Kowalski. Number 76, Ksawery Rychlicki. Number 19, Jakub Salski. Defensive backs. Number 36, Mateusz Patora. Number 9, Michał Kaczmarek. Number 8, Julian Traczkowski. Number 26, Maciej Malinowski. Number 16, Tomasz Niewiadomski. Number 18, Przemysław Rogut. Number 25, Paweł Bednarek. Number 98, Mateusz Kuba. Number 23, Kamil Waleszczyk. Linebackers. Number 93, Mateusz Jasnowski. Number 53, Maciej Kęder. Number 97, Kamil Burakowski. Number 31, Jarosław Kalita. Number 54, Błażej Wójtkowicz. Number 6, Patryk Kurkowski. Number 44, Mikołaj Subicki. Number 52, Kacper Telenga. Number 40, Damian Druszcz.
All right, thank you very much. And the captains are ready to go out. There is very little wind, so there's not much strategy here.
And the temperature is good too.
Yes, yes.
It's very nice.
Very nice night. Perfect weather for football.
Almost no clouds.
The visiting team gets the call it. And the Rhinos won the toss, and they elected to receive, I believe. They're deciding which direction. Receiving by the Rhinos. The referees. What do you want to do?
Referees. Main referee, Damian Jurzyk. U, Marcin Michałowski. L, Stanisław Radziński. H, Aleksandra Simopoulos. B, Wojciech Augusiewicz.
All right. And we are just about ready for the opening kickoff. Just a reminder that the kickoff rules are that the ball must travel 10 yards. After it goes 10 yards, it is a free ball. Anybody can touch it. If it goes out of bounds, that is a penalty. And they have a choice of a re-kick or taking the ball on the 35. And if it goes in the end zone, the ball comes out to the 20. And here we go, fans. I see Damien's number 43 is ready to kick. And American football's underway.
Good
High
luck,
short.
Wilki.
And the ball went out of bounds, and you see the penalty flag. So the Rhinos will get a chance to decide if they want to re-kick or just to take the ball at an advanced position. First down. Just a reminder, football's a game of possession of the ball and gaining territory. They have 4 downs to get 10 yards, which is approximately Nine meters. And the snap. Back to number 1, the quarterback, and he's scrambling, and he gets tackled there. Good tackle by Jarek Kalita, number 31. The Wilki, you're hoping that his name is announced a lot. He's a very good middle linebacker. So it's second down. Rhinos are in a spread formation with the power back. Quick slant. Pass pattern to number 4 that was incomplete. It's a little bit behind him. That stops the clock. The game's divided into 4 quarters. And the clock runs during the running plays. It stops for setting a first down and also for an incomplete pass, like just what happened. Good contained pressure. He gets out of it and he throws the ball out of bounds. And no one was open, so that's good pass defense by the Wilki. And it is now 4th down and about 8 yards. And the Rhinos have decided that they're going to punt the ball to the Wilki. The snap. Ooh. That was close to getting blocked. And short punt, and it'll be the Wilki ball. 1st and 10. Now the difference on a punt is that it doesn't have to be returned. So that's one big difference between that and a kickoff. So we'll see real early. I think the Wilki want to use their line to see if they can run the ball. And there's a quarterback keeper on a counter play. A counter play is when most of the backfield players go one direction and the ball carrier comes back the other direction. We're kind of in a poor situation here to see, there we go, to see the yard markers to tell you how many yards they have to go. So it's 2nd down. And it looks like Zappert, 32, carrying the ball. And he gained about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for 1st down. That time they ran the first part of a counter play where the lead back got the ball and they faked the counter. Here's the play. 3rd down. 3rd and 1 yard. See that white stripe there? That's about as where they have to go. Motion. Fake, and there's the run, and he gets stopped short, and there's the whistle. And now, big decision for the Wilki. It is 4th down, and they still have that yard, a little bit more, maybe 1.5 yards. Let's see. They're confident, so it looks like they're going for it. Their line looks a little bigger than the defensive line. So we'll see here. They got to get to that white line. And the quarterback up the middle, and he's got the first down by about a yard. So now it's another first down, and they have 10 more yards to go for another first down. They are in Rhino territory. They have a slot right, and the Rhino defense responds to the run and stop the Wilki for no gain. Second down. 10 yards to go. And the Wilki are split out in a trips formation. And there's a pass over the middle to wide open, and a good catch by Lucas, number 81. And it was for almost exactly 10 yards for a first down. Good quick throw. The quarterback caught the ball, got his feet set, and delivered a good pass. First and 10, the Wilkis. Run it to the right side. Rafael Zappard again, and he gained about 4 yards. When they're in a huddle, you'll notice sometimes they look at their wrist. They have wrist bands on that have numbers or words of the play, and when the quarterback calls a play, they can look at their wrists to help them all be ready to run the same play. Drop back to pass. Good quick throw. Scott, broken tackle, and he's trying to get to the outside. He does, and falls down. And it's a good run. A second. A little slow getting up. There he is, number 21. He's up, jogging off under his own power. We'll see him later. All right. The defense also has their own plays that they call. Everybody has an assignment or certain area to protect. And a run, but there's good penetration. Look, lots of white shirts around the ball carrier. And no gain. Yeah. Both teams testing each other out. Could be a pass on this play. Oh, high snap. The quarterback caught it. Got time. Fakes it, keeps it, and gets tackled. But he got knocked forward, so it's going to be real close. But not enough. Not far enough. So the Rhinos make a good defensive stop and stop the Wilki. So it is Now, first down for the Rhinos. Oh, then we have a penalty flag, but a lot of red shirts getting penetration through the offensive line. And we'll see what the penalty is. Holding on the white team. And of course, the official in the backfield, what he's looking at is the offensive lineman. And if he can see fingers, it's okay when they're blocking. But if the fingers get into a grip, he throws his flag because you cannot hold the opponent when you're on offense. Second down. Going to pass the throw. It's a long throw. A little bit of a mix-up on the... He threw that quite a ways. So what do we got here? Third down? Oh, another flag. Okay. This was waved off. The Wilki have a choice on taking yardage, like a 10-yard penalty, but then they get to, the Rhinos would get to down over, and the Wilki chose to use the down. Quick pass, caught. Short gain, number 10. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And it looks like the Rhinos are going to try to punt the ball away. Now, the last time the snap was a little slow and the Wilki got very close to the punter. It'd be interesting to see if they, oops, low punt, snap, and they got a better punt off. And fast-moving action, the Wilki get the ball back. No score, still first quarter. All right. The Wilki's moved the ball a couple times, but haven't broken loose yet. First and 10, Wilki. Motion, drop back, and it's wide open. Oh, misfired by the quarterback. It looked like number 7 was open. But the ball's incomplete. Second down. All right, here we go. Nobody. Running play, good cutback. Zappar's the ball carrier, but he only gains about 2 yards. Lots of guys in on the tackle. He made one guy miss, but then there was a bunch more. Gain of 3 yards, so it is 3rd and 7. Notice the 4 down linemen there. They're watching the ball, and as soon as that ball is moved, they can go. Motion. And the quarterback's back to pass. Lobs it, and it's in. Oh, tipped. It's tipped and then intercepted. Oh, big block. A run back down the sideline. Missed tackle. And, they're running the Rhinos. The interceptions return to the 25-yard line. Number 23 for the Rhinos. A big play, the first big play of the game. Goes to the Rhinos. The pass was tipped, and then the second one, 23 tipped it a bunch of times to himself and came up with it and made a nice return back, giving them great field position. The first turnover of the game. Snap, the quarterback keeps it, breaks a tackle, right up the middle, and he's running, and he's up. And very close. Very close. So this is first and goal, because it's called goal because you don't have 10 yards left to go. So in football, they try to use very specific terms. So first and goal, they need to go to the goal line for a touchdown. 4 downs to do it. Snap to the quarterback, and he gets stopped. Looks like he tried to bounce it outside, and the defensive end came up and stopped him, and it looks like they lost a yard. So now it's second and goal. All right, here we go. This is where the offensive, defensive lines make a big, big difference. High snap, given to the running back, trying to get outside. Gets turned back in. And there's a block, and And Kalita makes a tackle. He was close. He bounced it to the outside and almost turned the corner. I think the referees were talking about a horse collar tackle there, and they decided it was a legal tackle, not a horse collar. Big down. Now what do we got here? They got timeout called by the Wilki. So within the first quarter, score 0-0, but the Rhinos are threatening. All right. So, Nick, this is the first time that you've seen American football in Poland.
Yes, it is.
What's your impression so far?
It's good. Looks kind of like home, just different place.
Yeah, they're saving a little bit on the yard line because the other football teams here don't use all those yard lines, so...
It's all right.
All right.
It looks like we're back. The Rhinos are back in anyway.
And I think it is third down, isn't it? I think that's the situation. Which team's going to step up and make a play? You have 2 receivers split out to the left. And here's the snap. The quarterback is looking to pass. He throws a slant, and it is dropped. Boy, it was close.
It was quick.
It was close. Number 4's had a nice pattern. So that? Oh, it's the end of the first quarter. And the score is 0-0. One big play was the interception by the Rhinos, number 23. And they're coming down our way, actually. And so we'll get a good chance at this fourth down situation to see. I thought I saw the Rhinos bring out their kicking team, and they might try to kick a field goal. If that's the case, and the kick goes through the uprights, it is worth 3 points. All right, here we go. Number 12's ready to kick. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. And we have the first points of the evening. The Rhinos convert the field goals, and it is 3-0. Some ways the Wilki can feel good is they kept them from scoring a touchdown being so close to the goal line, but the turnover cost them 3 points. Number 2 is waiting to return the kickoff. And here we go. Short kick to 21. And he's going up there. Good block, good cut, good bounce. Oh! And he cut left instead of right. And unfortunately, that's still a great return, but he cut into the defensive guys. And we had player down, Zappart, and he's up walking off on his own power, so he'll be back. Little momentum switch here for the Wilki. They needed that after the interception. So here we go. In Rhino territory, it is 1st and 10. Quarterback keep. And, good cut. Good, nice run up the middle. And, fumble into the end zone. Rhinos taking the ball out of bounds. A long, long run by the quarterback of the Wilki. And then when he got hit, the ball came out. And the Rhinos alertly picked it up, ran it back. So 2 big events happen on that single play. Actually 3. Great run, a very good hit by the defense, and then a good return of the fumbled ball. So 2 turnovers by the Wilki. Around about the 17-yard line. Snap, running back up the middle. Outruns a couple guys, and he's going and slows down. And he gets tackled there on the 50. .30-yard gain. So the Rhinos offense comes alive. That play was blocked well, but there's a big hole right up the middle. First down in Wilki territory. There's a snap. And this time, the Wilki are there and throw the running back for a 2-yard loss. So it'd be 2nd and 12. A long 12. Right now, the Rhinos have the momentum after making the big plays. A little more spread formation by the Rhinos. Quarterback looking over the situation. Calls for the snap. And it's looking to pass. And there's a slant. And good hard hit by number 9. And he ricocheted him into to Calais. But the receiver hung on to the ball. So it's a completed pass. They picked up those 2 yards they lost, plus about 4 or 5 more. Here we go. The Rhinos are in a hurry. And another quick pass, bobbled, and he got a hold of it before he stepped out of bounds. And this is going to be close to a first down. The receiver was bobbling the ball, but he gained complete control of it before he stepped out of bounds. Short yardage situation. Quarterback with the keep. And he runs, falls forward for a first down. And we have a timeout on the field. Yep. Okay. One thing, there is this possibility in any athletics of getting injured, and that's why people work out and train hard to try to prevent injuries, and sometimes they still happen. The Wilki have a good training staff, and it's Kali, Jared, and he's walking off, and I'll know he'll be back.
He's walking on his own, so
Yeah.
that's good.
One thing, when there's collision sport and you get hit, sometimes it's best just to wait. Your body recovers, and then you can come back and play. And up the middle for a good gain. It is second down. And the Rhinos are getting close to being threatened. Part of the strategy when they get this close is it doesn't do you much good to punt. So therefore you would use all 4 downs to try to get the first down. Snap, quick pass on the flat to number 8, but it's covered well by 26. Good tackle. They're down. Looks like about a long 3 yards. The quarterback's looking over where he thinks is the weakness in the defense, and snap, and then he's looking, he's got time, throws the ball, and it's caught on about the 6-yard line. He had plenty of time there. It looks like first and goal for the Rhino on a 6. So can the Wilki defense rise up and stop them again, hold them to a field goal, get a turnover, or are the Rhinos going to surge ahead? And snap, running back straight ahead, and across for the touchdown. It's 6 more points. So now the score is Rhinos 9, Wilki 0. That looks like the same play they've run about 3 times. Up the middle just to the left side, and it's worked. Looks like the Rhinos are trying to kick the point after touchdown, PAT, and it's worth 1 point. And snap. And the kicker is good again. So the PAT, they have a choice of running or passing, and if that's successful, it's 2 points, and if you kick it, it's 1 point. And so the score now is Rhinos 10, Wilki 0. The turnovers have been the big difference so far. Both turnovers have led to scores, and the one turnover stopped the score by the Wilkis. Second quarter action. The Wilkis ready to receive the ball. It was a short kickoff last time. A little longer, a little bit of a drive. 22, Derek, get the ball. Cuts through. Good. And a good, to the middle of the field. All right. I'm sure the Wilki are determined this time. They have moved the ball, but they have created 2 turnovers. Nice run up the middle. Rafael Zappart, and no huddle. No huddle here. The Wilki line up quick. Tried to catch him off guard, offsides. And looks like the same play. And Zappart gets about 1.5 yards. Let's see if they stay with this hurry up. They do. The Wilki are lining up again. It's 3rd down. The snap. Run, and first down by Zappart up the middle. Boy,
what was that time?
About 10 yards there?
Yeah, looked like it.
Hey, here they go again.
This quick turn seems to be working for him.
A little high snap, and that wasn't the play, but the quarterback was good. He's tall, and Damien was able to reach up and catch that, so it didn't go over his head. But now
they take the huddle.
Yes. 2nd, and probably about 16 yards. Quarterback with a keep, and he gets that sack yardage back. And I think we're 3rd and 10. The Wilki are in Rhinos territory. Long time in the huddle, it might be a pass. That's always a giveaway. And it is. Good protection, good throw. Oh! Is there a little bumping between the receiver and the defensive back, but no call. And so therefore it is 4th down.
See what they do.
Yeah. Looks like some substitutions, so the Wilki are not panicking. It's just the second quarter. They've moved the ball, and so they are lining up in their punt formation. They're running a very widespread punt formation. And the left-footed punter gets the punt off.
Yep.
And return man.
He's still up.
Oh, he's
still up. They got him.
Number 1 with the return. And he's
Looks like
clutching
he got a little bit of pain.
Yeah, he's clutching at his ankle. We'll see here. He got the ball almost in the end zone. It was a good punt. And that's number 7, excuse me. Number 1. He is walking off, but he's got a little gimp in his giddy up. So the Wilki changed the field position, but they don't have the ball. And there.
Up the center.
Yep, that's a play that they scored the touchdown on. And looks like the Wilki have figured out how to stop it. So 2nd and 9 for the Rhinos. The ball's about on the 12-yard line. Quarterback's going to pass. He's looking, throws it deep down the middle.
Incomplete.
And
Nobody there.
Over that signal the referee was making, waving the ball over his head, means that it was uncatchable. So therefore, there wouldn't be any pass interference on the play. 3rd down. And long, big play here in this game. If the Wilki can hold them here, they get a chance at good field position. Quarterback's looking defense for the weakness in the pass. And pass over the middle and outstretched arms, but number 8 drops the ball. So it's 4th down with the ball on the 13-yard line. And it looks like the Wilki can get good field position. Number 9 is back to return it. And a late substitution for the Rhinos. Everybody must be set for 1 count, and there's a snap. And pressure. And the ball went out of bounds. All right.
So ball's back to Wilki.
The Wilki defense came through. This is why you punt the ball. They didn't think they had a chance at making the 4th down. They punted the ball, got in good field position. Their defense held them, and they get the ball back in great field position. Got 3 receivers out to the left. That's called a trips, meaning triple receivers. And it's a pass, wide open, over the middle. And he cuts in the middle back. And, he breaks a tackle, and he's out.
Yes.
He's out. He's going.
He's going.
And
he's
down
out.
to the, woo! What a good catch.
So the
He
ball.
caught the ball, number 21. He caught the ball. This is his 2nd year playing. He caught the ball, headed in the middle, and then he was going to run into a whole bunch of people, and he stopped and turned around the other way and broke a tackle and took off. So, all right. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Quarterback keep, and he cuts it to the outside. He makes a cut inside, and a good gain. I think it might be a first down. And not quite a touchdown, but it was close. Yes, it is 1st and goal, Wilki. They're down close. They're showing some explosiveness on this drive. This is what they got to do. They got to finish the drive. Hand off to Oh.
Was it in? No. Pushed back.
Yeah, got pushed back, but he got
couple
kind of
yards
close.
Gain.
Made a couple yards, and then there was a wall of Rhinos. And we are getting the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. So there's 2 minutes left in the quarter. And then we'll be at halftime. And to make sure that they save some time, the Wilki have called timeout. Well, the weather's been good. The play's been pretty good. And
still no wind.
It's still early, but
Yep.
I saw the Wilki's, one of the injured players, he was running down in front of us, and I think he'll get dressed and get back in the game.
Stretching that knee out from that injury earlier.
Yeah. You can see how close the ball is to the goal line there. Second down and goal. And big part of the game here. The Wilki need to score to get back into this game score-wise. And snap. And
Looks like it was stopped.
no signal yet. Oh boy, they were still fighting.
Something going on.
Did the ball break the imaginary plane between the goal line? And the answer is no. It is third and very short.
Just a little bit of a push. Here we go. Can they get it?
The running back got stood up and did not make it in. He made a cut, got up a little high, and then into a wall of Rhinos. So it's timeout by the Wilki. We're coming up to a big play. In a regular football game, there's a number of times in the game that is very important. I've always said that football is a game of motion spelled with a capital E. In other words, emotion. And whatever happens on this next play, one team is going to have some high emotions. So are they going to run inside, outside? Is the quarterback going to keep it?
No, I think they will try to keep it inside.
They're so close.
Yeah,
Yep.
close, yeah.
It looks like they're going to blitz up the middle. They do, but
Did they get it?
Off tackle, and the
got it.
Wilkies are in for a touchdown.
Finally.
And it scores now 10 for the Rhinos, 6 for the Wilki. And you can see the guys are happy.
We're starting to bring it back.
The Rhinos blitzed up the middle, but yeah, touchdown, you bet. And he saw that, and he cut it to the outside and put it in for that. All right.
Looks like they're punting for one.
And here we go. Michael Krasbanders ready to go. Oh, high snap.
Missed.
What?
Shoot.
It's not something
Yeah,
you see too often.
the holder has got good hands. He's a tall kid, and that ball just took off and was on a rise, and the try is no good. Strategy-wise, that makes a difference because now the Wilki are down a touchdown instead of a field goal. If they would have made the kick, it would have been 10-7, a 3-point difference. And so strategy-wise, that's a big deal. And it takes a little bit of the emotion out of you after scoring. But the action is pretty fast here. It doesn't take long between things. Got a last-minute substitution.
Looks like they're back on the field, ready to go. Yep.
The quarterback is also the kicker. He's left-footed. And here we go. There's only a minute or less left of the half. There's the kick. It's a short pooch kick, they call it. And,
Picked it up and running it back, number 10. And
out of bounds, but a good return by number 10. He got outside. He faked inside, got outside, faked inside, get outside.
looks like we got an injury on the field. Somebody laying down here on Wilki.
And somebody's down. The pooch kick, what they tried to do is he kicked, the contact was low on the ball so that it would go high in the air, and the return men were too far back. And they thought if the ball bounces in front of them, sometimes the football being an oblong shape like it is, it gets a funny bounce that takes different directions, and they thought they might have a chance of getting the ball. Because remember, 10 yards, it's anybody's ball. But unfortunately, we have a break in the action. He said good training staff's out there looking at him, and
Looks like he's up. He's walking.
walking off.
A little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Number 36, he's doing okay.
There's one thing about it, like I said, when there's a situation like that, time is important to make sure you give the person that's injured a little bit of time, and not try to hurry up and say, "Oh, you're tough," or "You're okay, just get up," because there might be an injury. And that's why the training staff goes out there and they assess the situation, making sure that the person's finding out the situation and then making a determination if they're okay or not. Safety is very important.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's doing good.
It was injury to the arm.
All right.
All right. And not much time's left, so the quarterback's got time, and he's waiting, and
He's down.
Good coverage by the Wilki defensive backs, and they attack the quarterback. And did they call timeout?
I didn't see. It looks like they might have.
Yeah, that's the Rhinos.
Looks like the Rhinos.
Probably called timeout. It makes sense. I didn't see the signal by the referee, but the Wilki only had one timeout left, and the other team's got the ball, so you know, freak things can happen, and somebody misses a tackle or slips, and the other team can score. So that's why the Rhinos took the timeout, because they think they might have good luck. The quarterback can throw it a long ways. He's got a very strong arm. And the Rhinos aren't sure, so they called another timeout.
It's not too often you see that.
And it's a little unusual, but
Especially so close to the end of the second quarter. Almost done here.
all right, here we go.
So, looks like this injury is not bad. The guy is getting something like on his arm, left arm. 36 number from Wilki.
All right.
So, it's getting darker.
Yeah, it's
Lights are on.
Lights are on.
Lights are
Good.
on.
It's
And there's
20
just
minutes after 20 or 20 minutes after 8 p.m.
And here we go. There's not much time left. Sometimes teams like to run a trick play here. Two receivers to the right. Good snap. There's the quarterback pressure, and he gets outside. No, he gets. And there's a sack.
Good.
That second timeout was good for the defense. And another timeout. You get 3.5, and sometimes why go into the halftime with when you still have a timeout left? But it works both ways. Last time, the offense called timeout, and the defense was able to get themselves organized and sack the quarterback. A sack is when the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage, and the line of scrimmage is where the ball is placed. It's two imaginary lines that run from the point of the ball to both sidelines. And if a quarterback drops back to pass and doesn't get back to that line, it's called a sack. And there's pressure, but they're holding out the line through.
And
good
the
job.
pass, incomplete.
And over the middle. And a big time hit by one of the Wilkis, number 9. And that got the sideline fired up. The incomplete pass stops the clock, remember? So even though we just have seconds left in the half and both teams have used their timeouts, the Wilki have a chance to get the ball. And there's the punt. It's just short punt, very short. Takes a good bounce into the middle where it's covered, stopping change of possession, stops the clock. And the Wilki have time for one or two plays. All right. Ball's marked ready for play, so the Wilki has 35 seconds to call a play. There it is. And they down the ball because it looks like there isn't any time left. They had time just for that one play. Instead of taking a chance because they've had 2 turnovers already, they decided to down the ball to make sure that nothing happens. Going in 10-6 in favor of the Rhinos. And we'll have halftime.
Okay.
So the game's half over.
Hot dog.
So
It's a time for hot dog. Okay. Believe me.
yes,
And we have a New York hot dogs.
Yes, a New York.
That's right.
yeah. As Zappart walking off, he's had a pretty decent half. The game situation was a little bit of a surprise for us. One, we got a call. At least I did, and then I kind of conned these guys into coming to the game.
Sort of a last minute. What are you doing?
Yes. And the venue here, this is the first time that the Wilki have played on this field. There is another field next to us, and there had been some change of plans for that. There is the U20 soccer World Cup.
Yes, World Cup
Yeah.
and in soccer. Yeah, and these fields are being used for the training or the
Yes.
practicing purposes.
Yes, so the World Cup young kids were under 20 were scheduled to practice, I believe, somewhere else, and then it got switched, and so the Wilki moved over here to this field. As far as the field goes, they're saying that, but this is the first time that they've played. So
It's a nice field. There was some change in time, wasn't there?
yeah, it also was a half hour later. Look over your shoulder.
Oh.
Look over your shoulder. What is
Hey,
this?
what is this guy?
Wilki, yes. right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to start the second half. Remember, in the first half, the Rhinos got a chance to choose, and they took the ball. So therefore, the second half, the Wilki get to receive the ball, trailing 10-6. This is going to be very interesting to see the second half. Neither team having won, there's pressure on them, and they have put the pressure mainly on themselves. But who's going to wilt and who's going to go in the kickoff down the middle? The Wilki's had some good returns, and there's a good cut, and a fairly good return out to about the 40-yard line. And 1st and 10 to start the third quarter. The Wilki moved the ball in the first half. Unfortunately, they had 2 turnovers, and one of them when they were very close to the goal line. The Rhinos have not turned the ball over. So here we go. Let's see if the lineman, there's been very few penalties on the lineman, either offense or defense. There's a run, and he bounces it outside, breaks a tackle, and makes 6-yard gain. Second down. Good way to start the second half with a good, solid run. Been a pretty well played ball game. You got 2 guys split out to the left. That's sometimes called twins. And there's a good run up the middle and a first down. One thing you viewers can take a look at, the Wilki are using a fairly new, it's been in existence for a couple of years, snap count. Instead of the quarterback saying something, he'll clap his hands together. And the sound is such that the guys can hear it. So watch number 43 on this play. First down. Well, maybe not on this play. The next play. The quarterback keeps the ball and makes a 3-yard gain. So, again, to go back to what I was talking about, the defense cannot yell out a snap count to get the offense offside. That's unethical. It happens once in a while. It's a penalty, though. But let's watch 43 here. When he has the team set and he wants the ball, he's going to clap his hands together. And see the snap? There it is. And the defense stops them for a short gain, making it 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. Strategy-wise, lots of teams like to pass on 3rd and long. And remember, if the Wilki doesn't get the first down, they'll have to make a choice of punting the ball deep or going for it. It's tight end to the right, number 85. And there it is, pulling 2 guys, and big swarming defensive tackle by 4 white shirts for the Rhinos. And that makes it 4th and 8. There's a loss of 2. And let's see what's the decision by the Wilki. Some guys going out, some guys coming in. Looks like the punt team is on the field. So the Wilki got a little momentum going, got into the Rhinos territory, but now they have to punt the ball away. Snap. Oh, and it's too high over the punter's head, and he gets the ball. Oh.
Looks like we got a flag on the play.
Okay. Yes. So
Flag
There's
was
a-
thrown.
it was a bad snap high over the punter's head, and he went back and got the ball, and then was down, and then one of the Rhinos hit him, and there have been a lot of rules put in play to protect the punter, especially when he's in the act of punting. However, this situation was he recovered the bad snap, so the referees are discussing their call that they've made. All right. And here's the call. Personal foul, roughing the kicker, the punter. And it's first down after they administer the penalty. So they still have great field position. The Rhinos, it's not a turnover, but in effect, it appears to be a turnover. And quarterback keeping the ball, tries to get around the edge and gets about 6 yards. Second down. Again, the Rhinos have good field position. They are up one score, 10-6 in the third quarter. And we have a penalty on the play. It's going to be a first down. And the penalty is against the Wilki. This is the time of game where everybody's got to keep their composure and not let their frustrations get into them and play good, solid football. The Rhinos are in close to the line of to the goal line. Give to the running back, and he cuts off tackle and he makes a couple yards. This is a big series for the Wilki defense. They have stopped him once down close, and they need to do it again. There's a snap in the back, and he gains another yard. It's tough going. Number 4 with the tackle. Third down, 3rd and goal. Couple big plays here. There's a snap and good penetration by the Wilki, and they throw the running back for a loss. The Rhinos now have to make a decision. Referees are doing some talking, and they think that there was a penalty. The preliminary signal was illegal procedure on the Rhinos. Now, that's a 5-yard penalty. The Wilki have a chance to call that. Sorry, the referee gave his signal right at the end, and I didn't see the whole signal. So, but it looks like the field goal unit is out. Remember, if they make this, it's 3 points. He's pretty close. Wilki could get in there. And the kick is off, and it is wide to the left. No good. So the Wilki defense holds down on the goal line, keeping it to a one-score game. So 10-6. Rhinos fail to score from close.
Take a break. Okay.
All right. Wilki with a snap and Soppard up the middle for a good game. And I just had to take a bite of one of those New York hot dogs with mustard only, no ketchup.
That's right. That's.
I love
as
ketchup.
you asked, you love and
I love ketchup, but
not
not
with
on
the
hot
hot
dogs.
dogs. Okay.
All right, second down for the Wilki. So, got back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 6, I believe. Weather is not a factor. Sometimes in the spring you get a hot day. Conditioning could be a factor, but this is great football weather. You can see 3rd and 6. And a running play. They got by one defender, but it's tackled well short of it. So right now it's 4th down, so field position is kind of in the Rhinos' favor. We'll see what kind of punt the Wilki give.
Tahiti playing tomorrow against Poland.
Remember the last time they had a high snap? That gave the Rhinos great field position. Beautiful snap. And the punter didn't, he ran to the right, couldn't get the kickoff, and was tackled for a big loss. The Rhinos have a great field position. That's 2 snaps. That snap was good. The punter ran to the right. It's called a rugby punt. And he maybe was looking downfield or something, but he didn't get the punt off. So the defense is right back out there under pressure. And the running back right straight ahead off the left side, their favorite side, and he gains a couple yards, but then he's thrown back short of the goal line. 2nd down. The linebackers for the Wilki are doing a good job. I know one of them was injured earlier, Jared Kalita, and I know one other is missing. And so these reserves are doing a really good job, but they have to do it now. They have to do it on this play. High snap, the quarterback keeps it, tries to get to the outside, and his speed, but he got there. Just barely got there. And touchdown for the Rhinos, making the score 16-6.
Typical Polish.
16-6 Rhinos. Looks like they're going for the kick. And there's the snap, and the kick is up, and it's good. So it's 17-6, an 11-point lead for the Rhinos in the third quarter. The Wilki have started off the second half with a high snap on a punt, and then a good snap, but no kick on the second punt, giving the Rhinos great field position. The Wilki's defense stopped them one time, but the Rhinos offense scored this last time. 17-6. Plenty of time left. The Wilki have to regain some emotion and field position. Line drive kick, bobbled a little bit, picked up, and up to the middle. And good field position for the defense of the Rhinos. The Wilki have a long ways to go here. This is the time when players have to think of what they have to do now. Not what happened in the first half, not what happened last week, not next week. But right now, execute their plays effectively. There's a snap, and good blocking, good cut, and a good game. Rafael Zoppart taken down hard there at the very end. And I think they're calling for the trainers. A nice cut. Last year, Rafael had to play offense and defense, and moved over. So they're checking the leg.
It looks like something with the left knee.
Yeah.
Just checking. Looks like the ligaments in the ankles and the knee. Looks like everything's good. They got him up and getting him helped off the field. He is walking with some assistance, but mostly on his own. Looks like he'll be all right, but probably be sitting out for the rest of the game. Just safety precaution there. Keep from getting a major injury. And he looks like he's on his own now. So that's good. Means there's nothing too major yet, but a little bit of rest. Be good for him. Keeps everything from being a big problem. A little bit of a limp. It's all right.
All right. Here we go. First down. And that time the defensive front of the Rhinos surged across. And another Wilki with an injury being helped off. I know he's had trouble with that leg before. Getting better. He's starting to walk a little better. The offensive line is in a lot of plays. Oh. All right. Second down and 12, and here comes the replacement. Wilki with the trips to the right. And looking to pass. The pass is out there. Caught. Good catch. And caught by Lucas. Great catch. And a first down. Good throw. Good blocking. First down. All right. And a gain of 3. Looks like the game plan for the Wilki has been to run the ball. And they...
looks like we got another injury down here again.
Oh, look what that is, though.
Oh.
Now, I should ask the medical student, but I would say I used to call this the gastronemesis. Because whenever I played and I would get that, it hurt.
It's just a locked up muscle, it looks like. Cramped up real bad. Just getting it worked loose, stretched out a little bit. A little bit of time here. I don't know. Maybe it's more than. Maybe it's more than that. Can't see too well here with the cameras I got. The angle we got going.
We're in the third quarter, so they're getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, you're getting tired.
More
Getting close to the end.
prone for the injuries. And
Yep.
Yeah.
He's off on his own, but he's hopping. He's not. Yep. He's into a little bit of a run now. There we go. Looks like we got it worked out. All right, here we go. And they're back, getting lined up. And it looks like they're, running up the middle. Stopped, though. Didn't get too far. We got another change out here. A little bit of a limp. A lot of injuries here recently. Nothing major though, so that's good. All right, getting back. Flag on the game. Well, stops that, so refs are going to figure out what's going on here, and we'll let you know as we know.
Illegal procedure.
Was it illegal?
Illegal procedure.
That was a illegal procedure.
Yes, that hot dog was good. All right. Both running backs for the Wilki have been banged up in the last couple of plays. Zappart came in and carried that last time, and the trouble is they made some substitutions, and somebody wiggled a little bit, so they got an illegal procedure. So here's the snap and the throw, and the ball was dropped. So this is an important part of the game. It is 4th down. They've had trouble with their punt team, the snaps and the punt. And it looks like they're taking this chance. They're going for it. And in a bunch formation to the left. And the quarterback throws the ball over the middle and too high. Receiver was open. He would have had the first down. The quarterback was under pressure. The ball floated just a bit, and it is incomplete. Okay, I was tilting it like this. All right. The Rhinos have an opportunity here. They have the ball on the Wilki side of the 50-yard line. This is the time to punch it right down the middle to keep control of the ball, field position, and right up the middle. But the Wilki were there. The defense made a good stop. 86. And that is the end of the third quarter with the Rhinos in front 17-6 over the Wilki. In the fourth quarter, field position is going to gain even more importance as long as is possession of the football. The line chain crew is getting the ball, the chain set. A little bit of mix-up. They have to change directions. They're having trouble with that. I remember coaching one time in a big game, and there's about 2 minutes to go. We were barely ahead. The other team got the ball, and somebody ran out of bounds, tripped, broke the chain off of the chain poles, and we had to take time to figure out what to do. Finally, I suggested using a shoestring to tie it back. They did that, but it gave the other coach time to figure out what plays he wanted to run because he did not have any timeouts. And they threw a pass over the middle in the rain, and a kid came out and kicked a long field goal and beat us by 1. Just because that's chain. There's a snap, run up the middle, he bounces it outside, and the Wilki were there, but he slipped by some of them and got close to a first down.
Another one down?
It looks like.
Yeah. And it's getting up. Referees are letting him to check on him a little bit. I know the Wilki at this situation, they have some first-year players in, and the older guys are trying to make sure they know what to do. Some people are playing different positions because of the injuries. High snap, the quarterback keeps it, and Bullets gets the tackle. Number 4, that's his nickname, but good player. He made a play from the linebacker position. He has played defensive end most of this year, but because of the injuries, he came in. Special teams is so hard. As people get tired and they forget that they are on the team, or maybe somebody's injured and they're the replacement of somebody that and you got to have 11. There's the snap and the punt. And then you got the return, and he makes one guy miss, and then a good solid tackle by number 22. It's good fundamental tackle by the Rhinos. So the Wilki have the ball. Now we are in the fourth quarter, and they're down 2 scores. 2 touchdowns. Or 1 touchdown, a field, and 2-point conversion, and a field goal will tie it. So the Wilki, see the running backs have been banged up. They might have a blocking back in there a little better to protect, so they might come out passing. But no, they ran the ball, and actually it's a good run up the middle. Trouble is, you got to do what you can do. But the clock is running. All right, 2nd down and short. There's a clap, snap, and a good run by, Zoppard is back in the game. And a 1st down for the Wilki. Time is an issue. So they're up no huddle. And this time, the Rhinos you may wonder on the snap, with this, they can fake it. The quarterback can fake snap, clap in his hands, and stops his hand just before it hits. If the defense is watching his hands, they might jump off sides. There's a snap and the pass. And it looked like a little misreading of the receiver. The receiver was reading the defense, and so he stopped in an open spot. The quarterback, under pressure, thought the receiver was going to curl to the inside a little further, and therefore it was an incomplete pass. All right, big down here. The defense has the advantage, as they know that they're probably going to pass. 3rd and 12. And there's the pass. And number 40 with the interception. He's still running. And tackle. Number 40 is in the right position.
By Rhinos.
The defense has been out on the field a lot this second half. It looks like, I don't know if you can see it, but from where we're sitting, one of the lights on the field is shining right on where the ball is. It's bright right there. The snap was a little high, and the quarterback hits it out wide. And big gain for
It looks like Wilki are pretty down right now,
yeah.
mentally.
That has a lot of effect on you. You know, the whole season has been a hard season, and this game's been a hard game. And, you know, they've been down here on the goal line trying to stop them most of the second half, and it's wearing emotionally on them. The Rhinos are getting more confident, and the Wilki,
They are on the run right
yeah,
now.
they're on the run. That's a good way to put it. The running back broke 2 arm tackles. This is where good fundamental play comes in, and the third Wilki there made a good fundamental tackle and brought him down. So it's 2nd and 7. This is a must stop for the Wilki down here. This possession. The Rhinos, of course, are not in a hurry. They have the lead and the ball. The quarterback is standing there talking about how much time is on the play clock. And good tackle there. Good tackle. Good, solid, fundamental tackle. He slid down, grabbed that ankle, and hung on, and was not going to let him get away. The quarterback, number 1, was trying to run an RPO. That's a run-pass option. He started running, but he looked to pass. If the guy would have been open, he would have thrown it. It wasn't open, so he kept the ball, cut back, and the Wilki made a good deal. And timeout by the Wilki. You know, like I told you, this possession is super important to the Wilki. So, 3rd down. The Wilki want to make sure they have the right personnel and everybody knows exactly what they're doing. This is crunch time for the Wilki. Another thing, too, is the Wilki been on defense a lot the second half. This gives them a little physical break. But it also gives the offense a chance to make their plans. So it works both ways. Here we go. 2 guys split way out to the left. 2 running backs. And there's a snap, a high snap, and they pitch it to the outside. And the running back cuts inside and breaks a tackle in for a touchdown, but there's a late flag. There's a late flag, and it looks like holding is the call. That's going to wipe out the touchdown. The quarterback is walking back in disgust. He can't believe it. And the holding call is a great cut, the back cut outside, and the Wilki ran to the outside to stop that, and then he cut back inside and put it in the end zone. But somewhere along the line, the referee was watching, and there was holding. One of the Rhinos grabbed the shirt Remember, on defense, you can do that. You can't grab the face mask, but you can grab the shirt if you're on defense. But on offense, you have to keep your hands open. So big break for the Wilki. Not only does it wipe out the touchdown, with the penalty, it makes it 3rd down and almost 15 yards. So that was huge play.
Wow.
So long time in a huddle. That's probably at this situation they're going to pass for 3rd and 15 anyway. Let's see if the Wilki can get a little pressure on this quarterback. There's a snap. And the long pass in the corner, but it's overthrown. And so that brings up 4th down. Here it is. This is a big play. We talked earlier about this being a big series for the Wilki defense. Here we go. 4th and 15. Oh, they're trying a field goal. They think this kid can kick this far, maybe. And we'll find out. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, and a lot of leg right down the middle, and it is good.
Wow.
25. Probably about a 35-yard field goal. Excellent kick. He kicked it good, fast, and with lots of power. He had plenty of... He could have kicked it a lot further than that. That makes the score 20-6. However, it doesn't change the number of scores that the Wilki need. They have to get 2 touchdowns and 2 kicked extra points to tie this game. They were already in a situation where they needed 2 scores. The kickoff, short down the middle, and the Wilki's had some good returns. There's a good, breaks to the outside, and good run back by Kazmarzik, but there's a good solid tackle by the Rhinos.
It's over?
So here's the situation now, being down 2 scores and running out. The Wilki are playing time. They're playing against time. They have to be efficient with this drive because they have to score. And they tried to fool them by running the ball up the middle. Lining up without a huddle. Oh, no, they are huddling up. So they have 2 wideouts to the right. And a run again, up the middle. And they make some yards. And number 64, one of their offensive linemen, is walking off. He's got a limp. And looks like there's a timeout called.
So, guys, what do you think?
Well,
I think that basically it is over.
Oh, it's never over until the last minute.
Until it's over.
Yeah.
That's true, but
Yeah.
A lot of injuries on Wilki's side here.
Yes. Yeah.
Doesn't help team morale at all, but nothing major, but, you know, that adds up.
Like I said, it's a game of emotion, and right now they need a spark. And this is why when you talk about the NFL, and there's guys that get paid so much money and stuff, and that's because they can, in situations like this, they'll make a big play. They'll give a spark. And yeah, they're still learning. There's some guys that can make plays here. And this is a personal challenge to them. Let's see. Let's see in this play now. It's 3rd down and 5. And there's a snap and a run up the middle, and he bounces it outside and falls forward for, I think, a 1st down. So that was a good run.
Got yards, but
And
still a
they
short
got the
play.
1st down. But remember, that clock is running. And here we go. Boy, they have just decided they're going to run the ball.
just
And
down. Didn't get anywhere with that one.
nope. The Rhinos' defense has been pretty solid most of the game. Here we go. And then
Looks like we
another
got a flag. Looked like there was some holding going on there. Wait for the refs to find out.
There's more than one flag.
Ah.
This is where, at this part of this season and this part of the game, where the tempers,
Yeah, they start to come out.
yeah, they did. And this was on the Rhinos, which is
Yeah.
a little bit surprising. The Wilki kept their cool, and one of the Rhinos gave him a chance. It's an automatic 1st down. They are now in Rhino territory. That gives them the chance. Now they got to make a big play. And there's a run.
Up the middle.
And about 4 or 5 yards. They have to get a score. And if they get a score, they can attempt an onside kick, where they get a chance to try to kick a short kick and gather the ball, but then they have to score another touchdown. So time is utmost here. Second and 6. And the back is tackled again. Inside. For no gain. So now it makes it 3rd and 7. And there's a timeout for the Wilki. You know, after coaching the Wilki for 3 years, these guys are not giving up, and they've worked hard all year, and they're really good guys, and they're trying. They're trying their best, and it's been a difficult situation for them. And
It's an intense game. It
Yeah.
takes some time, takes some energy, and, you know, it's at the end here, so everybody's tired, both
Yes.
sides.
And then you end up with some of your key guys getting banged up, and so even though the subs come in and try to do their jobs, they're not quite as good as the other guys, and maybe they don't know their position quite as well, and so it puts more pressure on them. And so there's a good hard run up the middle, breaking tackles, and a good About 18-yard gain.
A little bit of a pushback at the end, but big gain.
Yeah.
It's good. That's what they need. Maybe a little bit of a spark for them.
But that's it. I didn't see the 2-minute warning. Did you guys?
I did not.
It's over.
I must have been eating my New York hot dog. I'm sorry, guys. So the Rhinos end up
Is winning
winning this game 20-6.
to 6. Correct. Good game.
It was a good, hard-fought game, I thought.
Yes. The good show for Poland. I never expected that there will be such a game in the middle of Poland. So
And this is what's good. A minute ago it was hard fought and everybody's trying their best, and now one team's happy and the other team's disappointed, of course. But they're going across, and what's going on is a show of sportsmanship.
Good show of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Everybody's out
Yeah.
there having fun. And,
These aren't professional. These are guys that have learned and heard about this game, and then they decided to play it, and they had to get equipment, and they had to get a place to practice and play, and they had to get some coaches, and they had to get, learn the game and learn the game and learn
and
the
first
game.
of all, they have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it counts.
Yes. And it's a challenge physically and mentally.
they're still doing their
And
9 to 5
emotionally.
every day too. So
Yeah.
this
And-
is
yeah, they
extra
got-
fun for them.
And on Monday, they all got to go to work.
Yep.
Limping a little bit, but
Oh, yes. Well, I was proud. I want to thank these guys. I kind of tricked them into this a little bit, but
Say
thank you very much for
thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And I hope all of you watching are going to be football fans for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
and nice to have a professional like you, Craig.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you. Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo.
Oh.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Getting chilly right now.